UK Defence Minister warns of severe consequences if Putin wins war in Ukraine.
Here's a summary of the article.
UK Defence Minister Grant Shapps has told the Sunday Times in a December 24 interview that the West cannot afford to lose the war in Ukraine and that there would be severe consequences if Russian dictator Vladimir Putin wins. If we allow Putin to win this war by dragging it out, and he somehow wins it by exhausting everybody else, then we will suffer the consequences. And the consequences would be incredibly severe for Europe, for Britain, for the world, Shapps said, as quoted by the media. Shapps, who previously served as the UK Energy Secretary, was appointed by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on August 31, replacing the outgoing Defence Minister Ben Wallace. The United Kingdom spent £2.3 billion on defence assistance to Ukraine last year and has committed the same amount in 2023. Shapps told the Sunday Times that providing support to Ukraine isn't some kind of charity approach. In addition to meeting with Zelensky, Shapps also participated in talks with other Ukrainian officials, including his Ukrainian counterpart, Defense Minister Rustem Umerov. 7 years after voting down an EU association agreement with Ukraine in a referendum, effectively delaying it for a year, the Netherlands now ranks 8th in TE.
This post received a score of 2,900, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
If we allow Putin to win this war by dragging it out, and he somehow wins it by exhausting everybody else, then we will suffer the consequences. The consequences will be incredibly severe for Europe, for Britain, for the world, Shapps said, as quoted by the media. The reason I say that is because we all know what happens when dictators march across Europe. Hypothetical scenario: Putin wins, gets Ukraine, moves all weapons on the borders of Moldova, Romania, Slovakia and Poland, and tensions will get higher.
Moldova will be taken in the same swoop as Ukraine falls.
Keep saying this because the misinformation bots are trying to pretend Putin isn't a real problem.
All NATO has to do is continue funding Ukraine. Ukraine already won by stopping Putin's invasion from taking Kiev. They have reclaimed 50% of initially taken territory. Just keep up what we are doing.
No, don't keep what you're doing. Because what was done is a lot of feet dragging, red tape and absolute incohesive blabbering from some heads of state. Let Ukraine actually use the weapons they ask for when they need them and not a year later. So basically, Shapps stated the obvious. No discussion of a Ukrainian victory, just a Russian loss, and even then, he didn't expand on what a Russian loss entails. Does it mean Russia leaves Ukraine with additional Ukrainian territory, or that they're pushed back to pre-2022 or pre-2014 borders?
He's stating the obvious, but this is clearly a message for the US.
I guess this means the UK defence budget will increase? Or they'll at least stop the cuts to personnel?
The UK redirected funds originally meant for increasing the military budget to go direct to Ukraine.
I heard the same rhetoric about them annexing Crimea. And the same about invading Ukraine. How about instead of bullshit finger wagging you fucking start funding the goddamn war effort and stop him from winning at all?
When you're breaking the law you win every day you aren't stopped. Dude's breached international treaties, violated human rights and continues to do so without invoking any of the supposed consequences. He's not working for a brighter tomorrow. He's living his best life yesterday, today, right now and tomorrow.
Severe consequences if Trump wins in 2024. Not only will Putin be further emboldened, if not outright supported by the GOP, but think of all the other authoritarians that will see their chance to make a move. Russia on other European countries, China on Taiwan, Turkey on whoever, etc. Conflicts will flare up across the globe, and worse.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.